damage these days. As we check in with First Alert meteorologist Mikel Harding. Mikel, bring us the update here.
Yes, Richard, and just reminders of why it's important to heed those warnings whenever they're issued. But as we look at the tropics, we are tracking the area of tropical development just northeast of Bermuda. Has about a 60-60 chance of becoming an actual tropical system here in the next 2 to 5 days. So we'll have to keep a close eye on it. Not looking like it'll be an immediate concern for the U.S. mainland, so some good news there. The next name on the list will be Don. So we've already tracked off Arlene, Brett, and Cindy. So just a brief update on the tropics as we do continue to watch that as we are in hurricane season. But here's a live look at Grovetown I-20 traffic appearing to move nice and smoothly along Interstate 20 and at Lewiston Road interchange. We're seeing temperatures in the low to mid 70s and even upper 70s for Louisville at about 97 right now. So the heat definitely in full effect out there. The heat index, no surprise that we do have multiple locations, if not just about everyone seeing those locations right near the century mark, if not just over. So dangerously hot outside. You do want to continue to limit your time outdoors if at all possible. Here's a full screen look at radar, our radar network, just picking up on those widespread showers and storms across portions of Mississippi, Alabama, western and southern Georgia. As we get closer towards our neck of the woods, though, the coverage of showers and storms not quite as widespread, definitely more isolated in nature, which is definitely lining up with our forecast for today. But we are seeing just a lot of these outflow boundaries starting to interact with each other. And with that heat out there, the atmosphere being, pretty moist and just a lot of low-level moisture, really, that could be enough to fire off a few more showers and storms as we watch just these very skinny lines of rain-cooled air pushing out from storms that are either regenerating or collapsing on top of themselves. That rain-cooled air just pushing out there could help initiate a few more showers and storms. But as we head past sunset, a lot of that does come to an end for us. We are going to hang on to some clouds, though, that'll prevent our temperatures from dropping too quickly. And we definitely could have some 80s lingering around up until midnight. So a warm evening ahead. We do have the passage of the International Space Station once again for tonight, but not quite as good of a situation as what we had about 2 nights ago, where the skies were just about crystal clear. We had a nice and high, long flyover. This one lasts almost as long as the last one, but that max height only at about 32. And as I said, you'll have to battle a few clouds out there as it enters the west-southwest sky and departs towards the north-northeast. As far as low temperatures for tonight, mid and upper 70s. So we're talking about a very mild and muggy start heading into your Friday morning. That'll give way to a hot and humid afternoon with those temperatures in the low to mid 90s. And once again, we're going to have to watch out for some of those isolated pop-up showers and storms. When that sunshine is shining for tomorrow, it'll be doing so with a lot of intensity. We're talking about the UV index extreme once again for tomorrow. So be sure to apply that sunscreen about 30 minutes before you go outside and just limit your time outdoors in general, if at all possible. As far as those heat index values for tomorrow, once again, as we're going through the morning, we're talking about it already feeling like the mid 90s, and we'll find that heat index increasing towards and over 100 again for tomorrow afternoon. And that trend does continue into the weekend. And even through next week, we're still going to have to worry about the heat as our actual high temperatures begin to go up. That humidity may come down just a bit, but still going to be very hot for next week. And as we look at that heading through this weekend and into next week, we're talking about above average temperatures becoming a lot more widespread, not only across the two-state, but the entire southeast, as we do see a very intense upper level ridge begin to take shape. And even as we look towards the middle and end of next week, we're still projected to be anywhere from about 50% to even some of our southern counties 60% above average in terms of high temperatures. And that'll be all courtesy of our upper level pattern, as we do keep a very pronounced upper level ridge, sort of a heat dome as they like to call it, and that'll keep us nice and hot with those temperatures getting above average as we head towards next week. So the heat's going to be on. Doesn't seem like we'll have much relief in sight. That summertime pattern in full swing, at least through the beginning of next week, as we head towards Tuesday, a little bit drier and those temperatures in the upper 90s.
Mikel, thanks.